Caetano, it's great to have you in your partnerships UK for Latin America. Thank you very much for being with us this morning. How are you today?
Doing great. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Caetano, how can small businesses contribute to the post-pandemic economy recovery of Brazil, who represents the eighth largest economy in the world?
Well, small businesses are very important across the globe, but particularly in Brazil, small businesses are responsible for the largest number of the largest numbers of jobs created. So basically, for the economy to recover, we need small businesses to do well. And for that, of course, because of all the impacts that COVID has had in everyone's lives, we need small businesses to be able to use technology to, for example, they can update their businesses, keep their costs low, and at the same time provide value to clients. But Brazil needs small businesses to be able to recover its economy. There's no question about that.
To continuity in business may not be any longer an option. So, what are
Yeah.
some of these technologies that you believe will have the highest impact and contribute to a sustainable positive outcome?
One of the main strategies that has been happened across the board is with service providers and and retailers. All of them are in a need to meet their clients where they are. So basically, same day delivery is something that we do at GoApp.pet. But all of the business are having to meet their clients where they are. So without that, just being stuck at home or people having limitations about where they go and how to deal with their needs, there's no way, to deal with that given the circumstances. So for Brazil, technology, especially for small businesses, technology can play and is playing a big role in an attempt for small business to update their business plans, keep costs low, and be able to fulfill their needs of clients.
Businesses are opting to bring these new digitalized formats to maintain internal and external excellence in communication, performance, and development within their organizations. How apps, for instance, can actually increase the value of business by using human-centered design thinking process.
Just stepping back a little bit on that, because I think Brazil and in general Latin America has a very interesting element, which is I think consumers, they want the human element, either in services or in products. But the human element is quite important. So what I normally say is that businesses that are able to combine technology and development with keeping the human element of their businesses and their relationship with clients are those that will do well. So going out straight to the answer, I think from new payment methods to all strategies that are able to provide further convenience to clients, all of those they are now much easier to be developed because technology is available across the board. Are those that will allow businesses to move quickly. Second, I believe that costs is a big issue. Costs are an issue. So all technologies that actually are able to reduce costs, but keeping a high level of efficiency and deliveries are those that will help small businesses to survive in an era where cash flows are not as available as they were before. Because the idea of having those tools, and we see a lot of that, right? That people, instead of feeling closer to one another, people are feeling, far away or further away. And the idea of those tools is actually to bring people together. So how can we, simulate like having a cup of coffee or going down, somewhere, and just chatting among colleagues. So I believe it's super important for small businesses to be keen on, keeping track of what the tools that are available and can be useful to so that employees can feel part of their teams, not leaving or not being left aside. of their teams. So people can then, provide further value, because the idea is 1 plus 1 shouldn't be two, should be much, much more than that. And that's why we have organizations. But this only happens if we bring the best technologies that have a human-centric approach and that address our qualities. Again, most important is communication for sure.
And now we are approaching to the last part of our interview. Any thoughts or advice that you would like to bring to small businesses, not only in Brazil, but globally?
Main thoughts would be, to because we see COVID, and we are like, okay, 2021 will be different. Everyone is hopeful about it, but we have to be really resilient, because sometimes, it's hard to give up too easy. As for small businesses, it has always been hard. It just became harder. But don't be afraid to change. At the same time, when it's time to let it go, and be quickly trying to pivot to a direction that will be better for your organizations and your team. So it's time to think quick on your feet, as we are trying to do in our small business. But technology can be a good way to do that, because we can move faster than prior generations could. So don't be afraid to change.
Thank you very much. It was wonderful to have you with us this morning. I also would like to thanks to your partnerships and in partnership with the Revexpo Consulting. Thank you very much, Caetano.